Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning. Again, the beautiful reminder of choice that every single one of us has. And what is that choice about? It's about thought. It's about how we're going to think. It's about what we're going to make things mean. Always remember that your reality has nothing to do with what's happening in your life, with what's being said, what's being done. No, it has to do with the meanings that you're giving those facts. And with the meanings, it leads to an emotional state. And that right there is the attractive force in your life. It's what you're attracted to, what's attracted to you, what you're repelled by, what's repelled by you. And again, the best part about all of it is you get to decide what that is. I was skimming through the power of awareness this morning. And I got to share this with you. Actually, it's from Awaken Imagination, not Power of Awareness. All of you listen to this. This is so important because this has everything to do with you gaining control of your life. Neville says, man lives by committing himself to invisible states, by fusing his imagination with what he knows to be other than himself. And in this union, he experiences the results of that fusion. So he's talking about meanings. No one can lose what he has save by detachment from the state where the things experienced have their natural life. You must imagine yourself right into the state of your fulfilled desire, Abdullah told me, and fall asleep viewing the world from Barbados. Remember, in this story, he was wanting to be in Barbados, and Abdullah said, see yourself in Barbados. The world which we describe from observation must be as we describe it relative to ourselves. Our imagination connects us with the same desired, the state desired, I should say. But we must use imagination masterfully, not as an onlooker thinking of the end, but as a partaker thinking from the end. We must actually be there in imagination. If we do this, our subjective experience will be realized objectively. Now, I want you to think about what was just shared there. See, he was talking about the power of your imagination and how no matter what's happening in your life, you can give meaning to whatever it may be. Here in this situation, he was wanting to be at Barbados. Abdullah told him, imagine yourself at Barbados. Don't think of being there, think from there. Now, here in his actual situation, he was not there. See, that was the fact. But guess what? He shifted in his imagination. He shifted the state, which led to the feeling, which led to him actually going to Barbados. And that's important because when we give meanings to things, that's where we go. That's what we connect with. And if you don't disconnect from that and imagine something different, then you know where you stay. You stay right where you are. And you live more of the same. And I know that's not what you want. That's not what you would love for your life. Which is why you're here, which is why we study the things we study. So always remember that. It's the meanings you give things that lead to where you're going to go. Change the meaning and change your life. It's so cool. All right. So now what have we been studying? We've been studying this beautiful gem here, The Secret of the Ages. Such a magnificent book by good old Robert Collier. If you don't have a copy of this, make sure you do get a copy of it. And if you don't have a copy of it, get it. Yes, read it. Yes, study it. Yes, underline it. Yes, highlight it. Yes, memorize it. But more importantly, beyond that, apply it in your life. Remember, all of this knowledge, all of these words here are mere static energy. They have no power in and of itself. The only way it has power is when you use it. Application, baby, that's where it's at. You apply consistently, diligently, until it becomes an automatic way of thinking for you. Guess what? You'll be in control of your life. And that's what we want for you. That's what we desire for you. We don't desire for you to know this information. No. What you know doesn't matter. What we desire for you is to understand it. And the only way you understand it is through application. So use it as if your life depends on it. You know why? Because it does. All right. So you guys ready? Type in the comments, I'm ready. If you're ready, type in the comments, I'm ready. Let's do this. Matter of fact, let's type that in the comments. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, boom. All right. Okay, so where we are is on page 166 in this version of the book, 166. And here the title is It Couldn't Be Done, which is all started from a state of it can't be done. Okay. Now, what does he say here? Now, remember, you're supposed to apply this in your life. It may be that you have been deluded by the thought of incompetence. I can't do it. It's too hard. It's too difficult. It may be that you've been told so often that you cannot do certain things that you've come to believe you can't. Remember that success or failure is merely a state of mind. Underline that. Success or failure is merely a state of mind. Success or failure is merely a state of mind. Believe you cannot do a thing and you can't. Know that you can do it and you will. You must see yourself doing it. Let's put this in the comments. I must see myself doing it. I must see myself doing it. Think about your goal, whatever this may be for you, okay? Whatever this idea is for you. It's very important that you don't see yourself on the way of doing this, but instead see yourself doing it, living it, as if it's already finished and complete. Remember, when you are in want, you're actually pushing it away. You're thinking of it. That is what the picture is. No, you got to think from it with the feeling of accomplishment. Now, think about the importance of what's being said here, because this has everything to do with you changing your life. Let's read this again, okay? It may be that you have been deluded by the thought of incompetence. It may be that you have been told so often that you cannot do certain things and that you have come to believe that you can't. Remember that success and failure is merely a state of mind. Believe you cannot do a thing and you can't. Know that you can do it and you will. You must see yourself doing it. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. You freaking don't. If you'd like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch. You won't. If you think you'll lose, you've lost. For out of the world you'll find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in a state of mind. Full many a race is lost ere even a race is run, and many a coward fails ere even his work's begun. Think big and your deeds will grow. Think small and you'll fall behind. Think that you can and you will. It's all in the state of mind. Let's all type that in the comments. It's all in the state of mind. It's all in how you're thinking. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battle doesn't always go to the stronger or faster man, and boy, is that big and true. But sooner or later, the man, the woman, the individual who wins is the fellow who thinks he can. See, you must believe. Type in the comments, I must believe I can. I must believe I can. And if you don't have that belief in yourself right now, then borrow my belief, borrow Dolly's belief. We'll give it to you. We believe in you. We know who you are. And then with that, say, you know what, that's good enough for me, then go, then move. Always move forward. Now, before we proceed further with the rest of this, for those of you who are watching this live stream and are tapping into the power of this beautiful message, would love to connect with the remainder of this call, of which there's about 20 more minutes, and also access the replays, then do yourself a favor, go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your Mind. Stop thinking about it, just go and do it. You'll thank yourself later. Now, let's proceed. My gosh, this is so